Something remarkable and unprecedented is unfolding in the heart of Texas. The world of Texas politics is witnessing a dramatic standoff that has captured the attention of the entire country. In a bold move, 50 Democratic lawmakers have left the state, traveling to places like New York and Illinois to avoid a crucial vote. Their mission? To block a Republican-led vote on a controversial new congressional map, an act of redistricting that could reshape political power for the next decade. With so many lawmakers gone, the Texas House can't reach a quorum, effectively bringing all legislative business to a standstill. This is a high-stakes maneuver. Sometimes the only power the minority party holds is to deny the majority the ability to act by simply not showing up. Democrats argue the proposed map is blatant gerrymandering, unfairly favoring Republicans, diluting the voting power of minority communities, and undermining the principle of equal representation. By leaving, they hope to stall the session, force negotiations, and draw national attention to what they call a direct threat to fair and free elections. Redistricting is a process that happens every 10 years, and the party in power gets to draw the lines, often shaping the political landscape for years to come. The Democrats' walkout is more than just a delay tactic. It's a dramatic protest against what they see as an attack on democracy itself. Their absence has paralyzed the legislature, turning a procedural fight into a full-blown political crisis. Critics call the move reckless and irresponsible, while supporters hail it as a courageous stand for voting rights. This standoff sets the stage for a dramatic showdown, with no easy resolution in sight and both sides digging in. Now, the eyes of the nation, and indeed the world, are fixed on Texas, waiting to see what happens next in this extraordinary political drama. Who's funding this exodus? Two major groups, Powered by People, founded by Beto O'Rourke, and the Texas Majority PAC, linked to George Soros. Their involvement turned the walkout into a national story, connecting Texas Democrats to powerful fundraising networks. These groups coordinated with national organizations, ensuring lawmakers had resources for travel, lodging, and daily expenses. For Republicans, this was proof the protest was orchestrated by liberal elites. For Democrats, it showed solidarity and national support for voting rights. The funding made a short-term gesture into a sustained standoff. Money, and the names behind it, became part of the political battle. The money raised paid for airfare, hotels, and all the necessary travel arrangements that allowed lawmakers to leave the state at a moment's notice. It also covered daily expenses as lawmakers set up temporary headquarters out of state, turning hotel rooms into makeshift offices and meeting spaces. These weren't vacations, they were working trips, with lawmakers strategizing, drafting statements, and engaging the media to keep their message in the public eye. Groups like Powered by People quickly launched public fundraising appeals, promising every dollar would support the fight against what they called a Trump power grab, and urging supporters to contribute. Small dollar donations poured in from across the country, making supporters feel like they were directly part of the cause and fueling the momentum. The public fundraising countered claims that only wealthy donors backed the protest, showing broad grassroots support from people of all backgrounds. Every donation, no matter the size, kept the protest going, covering essential costs like food, transportation, and communication. The sustained effort was only possible because of this continuous support, which allowed the lawmakers to remain away for weeks. In the end, the financial engine behind the walkout was as important as the protest itself, powering every step of the movement. The risks were real, and the stakes had never been higher for the lawmakers involved. Republicans authorized law enforcement to compel lawmakers' return, even under threat of arrest. Officers were stationed throughout the Capitol, ready to act if needed. New laws imposed $500 a day fines for skipping sessions, quickly adding up to thousands of dollars for those who stayed away. The mounting financial and legal pressure tested the Democrats' resolve and resources, forcing them to make tough decisions. A key question emerged: could campaign funds legally be used to pay the fines, or would lawmakers be forced to pay out of pocket? Republicans said no, citing new restrictions and warning of further consequences for any violations. Democrats insisted all expenses were legal, but the threat of ethics complaints and investigations loomed over every decision. The standoff moved from the House floor to the courts, with both sides preparing for a high-stakes legal showdown that could set new precedents. The protest became a test of campaign finance law, legislative rules, and the limits of political power in Texas. The battle was now as much legal as political, with the outcome uncertain and the consequences potentially far-reaching for everyone involved. Governor Greg Abbott took a hardline stance, suing Democratic leader Gene Wu and calling the walkout unconstitutional. The Texas Supreme Court ordered Wu to respond, escalating the fight. Wu defended the walkout, saying his duty was to oppose a racist, gerrymandered map and protect democracy. Republicans argued lawmakers must be present to vote, not flee. Democrats countered that their oath required them to resist undemocratic actions. The debate: is a lawmaker's duty to the process or to the principles of democracy? The Texas Showdown became a national symbol of a divided country. The meaning of law, duty, and democracy itself was on trial.